Okay, so let's start. So last sessions we have been discussing about various plugins that we can use for navigation stack, RQT, ROS, and in the navigation stack we have seen plugins for planners, then course map, and then behavior trees. And in ROS we have seen how to create a display type, how to create a panel, and also in RQT we have seen how to create a plugin. So I have taken these topics in a single stretch because all these planners, even for the gazebo ignition planner, it also like having a same template. Okay, because all these plugins are created using plugin lib, which is actually a library from ROS. Okay, and it is there for ROS 1 and ROS 2. Okay, so we have been using the plugin lib for creating plugins. So that's why I have taken, and I have also discussed about the self-driving cars, and why I included the ROS 2 deep learning, and this is actually I have copy pasted wrong. We have discussed the same thing in the mastering. That is the same topic. There is no change. But in this topic, the reason why I included in the ROS 2 is that I assume that there will be some new framework in ROS 2 self-driving car domain. It will come, but we already discussed this in the ROS 1, and there is no change at all in the self-driving car technology, because as you know, like Apple was working on self-driving car, and maybe I can show you that. So it's actually cancelled. Okay, so this is not good for. I will say this is not a good thing for self-driving car technology, because Apple is one of the leading tech company in the world, and they had these autonomous vehicle project, and last month they actually canceled this project. So that means that that is not completely means that the autonomous technology is going to burst or going to stop, but what I am saying is that it is difficult to survive in this domain. Okay, so I have shown you one of the open source framework that we have used, AutoWare. I think we have seen the same thing in the ROS 1 session. So this is only the framework that we can use and test, that is available as open source. There is no other project actually. Okay, so I have explained all these things in the last session. You can have a look. And today it's going to be the final session of this course, which is becoming a ROS developer. Okay, so my agenda of this session is that after completing the course, what are the things that you have to do. So you guys may be working on maybe some companies already, or like you guys are like in the academia, or you may be students. So what are the different paths that we can take after this course? Okay, so so my plan is to like discuss various companies that is working on roles, and then some interview question. I'm not, yeah, I can discuss that, and some tips and tricks mainly. Okay, so in the interviews, and how to how to win the interview. Okay, and also if you are planning to do research, what are the other paths? So these are the things that we are going to discuss today. So first of all, I just want to mention, like after completing the course, the main thing that you have to do is creating a portfolio of projects. So we have a lot of knowledge in terms of, like, we have discussed a lot of concept. So you can focus into one or two concept and try to work on with some projects. Okay, so I already shown to you different projects that the last course members done, and you can also follow that trend. You can try to work on some, maybe start from very small project and put it in GitHub. Okay, so I think I have shown to you, right, the diff board project. So this project was done by the first course RDLP 1.0. So interestingly, you can see how popular it is. So initially, when France actually planned to do this project, he had some confusion because he thought, I mean, whether it will be useful to others or something. But I will say it's actually one of the standard project that is existing now for the differential drive. So he created good documentation. Then he created, um, I mean, a lot of tutorial as well. So if somebody asking you to showcase your project, I think just sending this link will be enough, right? So that is what I mentioned, guys. So these kind of project is what we are looking for. Okay, so currently I think France is also working in some company. I think he's from Austria, I guess. Okay, so this is how a GitHub profile looks like. Okay, standard GitHub profile looks like, and you can see different projects that he have done. And yeah, so that is one thing I need to mention before starting. So starting of the project. And the next thing is the list of companies that is working on ROS. So you may be from India, maybe from abroad. So as of now, from my understanding, if you take any robotics firm, I will say most of the companies either working in AMR, um, it is autonomous mobile robot. So most of the companies, if you take, they are working on these mobile robots, and some companies are working on the manipulation. Okay, so this is the common trend that I am seeing. Okay, so if you take in the case of India, one of the company that I can show is the Adverb, which is like, I will say, like a corporate. They have different branch across the world, and they are working on the warehouse logistics robots. So these guys are working on ROS. Okay, and there is one guy from Adverb is in our group as well. So so like, I mean, there are many opportunities in this domain. Okay, in the AMR, well, warehouse robotics. Okay, and so searching about the jobs, I will say it is easy. Like, you can simply search for jobs in LinkedIn. So that is, I think that will be good for a start. You can see, even there are some jobs in Kochi itself, like for training. You can see there are many people applied, I guess. Yeah. So, and yeah, I think there are companies who are working on this. Okay, so if you are a beginner or something, I think you can find many companies, and so these are the opportunities listed here. Most of the companies are like startups. Okay, and if you want to get into a good position, like if you are experienced, and if you want to get into good position, I will say you have to look for corporates. Like, if you check Bosch, I mean, companies like Bosch, they are actually working on ROS, and there is a team who is working on ROS actually. Okay, so all these companies like TCS, Infosys, Bosch, and also the bigger companies like Accenture. Accenture is having a robotics team. So all these companies is having a robotics team. Okay, so like recently one of the company that is in our internship list is Akio Robotics. So this company, they are again working on AMR. So they got funded 2 million USD. Okay, so they are expanding now, looking for opportunities. I mean, looking for I think for resources. Okay, so yeah, so and if you are abroad, I am seeing a lot of opportunity from Nvidia. Okay, so because Nvidia Isaac based lot of opportunities are there. Okay, and you can use different like website like Indeed is one of the good website to get good opportunities, and also LinkedIn you can use. Okay, so abroad, I will say a lot of companies, Amazon, then Apple, almost all the companies are working on robotics, but not in that big scale. Okay, so that is the thing. And if you talk about academia, I know like there are funded research happening. In India, there are happening, but I don't know the funding and all. But in Europe and US, there are many opportunities, I will say. In terms of funding, you will get good opportunities as a research assistant, and a PhD scholar and postdoc. So if you just search about robotics mailing list, this is one mailing list that I have enrolled. So robotics mailing list is like they will be constantly publishing the different opportunities. I will be showing a demo mail from robotics worldwide. I am actually a subscriber. 1 second, let me take one. Okay, robotics mailing list. Yeah. So yeah, so this is how a typical robotics mailing list looks like. You can see there are opportunities like jobs or something. So here there are not much opportunity. It is mainly like call for participation, and also yeah, here it is jobs. You can see here there are PhD positions in marine robotics. Yeah, that is one job opportunities in this mail. So I'm actually seeing a lot of mail from this opportunities like postdoc and PhD from abroad. Okay, and um, like yeah, so that is one domain. Like if you have roles based skills, there are opportunity to get PhD and postdoc. Like these skills, like the roles based skills are mainly applied in robot application development. So if even if you are a researcher, I will say like you may have to use ROS and C++, Python, all these things to create your or implement your algorithm. Okay, so that's why these things are important. Okay, yes. So yeah, so that is in the academia. Okay, and when I'm talking about the question that is asking, like if you are planning to getting into a company, mainly the startups, Even I have interviewed many students for taking into my company and also other company. I actually work with collaborated with some companies for hiring. So mainly what I am asking is the GitHub repository and their project, their involvement, their code base, like the code that they have written. All these things will be, I mean, it's a way to validate the person, the development skills and all. Okay, so that is what I am mentioning, like to do the projects. Okay, do the projects, and then um, if you apply to any companies, I think the portfolio is definitely matters. Okay. Yes, so that is one thing I need to mention. And regarding the interview exams or something, yeah, so I just want to talk about that. So one thing is that in some company, what they are doing is that you, even if you have a portfolio, they will be they will be giving a roles based task. Okay, a roles based task. So that is again one thing that you need to check, like they will be giving a task and you have to be completed, you have to complete that task within maybe 1 week or 2 3 days. Okay, obviously that task cannot be solved using maybe chat gpt or something. It will maybe we will get some concept from it, from chat gpt, but you should have core idea in rows to solve it. Okay, so that is one approach that they are taking. And even I have interviewed people and I have assigned a different assignment. So like if it is for a beginner's role, I will be assigning basic example using turtle sim. And I have seen some beginners who have excellent idea about rows. Okay, which is very interesting. uh, so that is one thing. So you can expect any kind of question. For example, if you are planning to apply to an AMR space or a robotic arm space, uh, you can expect like some examples from that, I mean sample questions from that. Okay, so mostly like you have to always keep on shining your skills. Okay, keep on doing your skills, I mean improving your skills. So that is what I just want to mention about this. Okay. Yes. So regarding the interview questions, mostly what I am asking is like if it is a roles related interview, I am asking about, I mean, mostly there will be a what there will be a problem like a challenge, and what I will do is I will ask the participant to change, I mean share the screen, and let them solve in real time. Okay, so for example, I am sharing this screen, right? And after getting the thing, I am actually saying to the participant to solve it. Okay, so we can able to see how he or she is solving it. So we have applied this logic to multiple people and they are actually doing good. Even they can search in Google, no problem, but we can understand how they are solving it. Okay. Yes. Okay, so in the academia, academia, like there are a lot of things happening in academia. So if you are checking the ETH Zurich GitHub, so ETH Zurich, I think you already know, right? So these guys having autonomous systems lab, and they are actually doing pretty good stuff. Okay, uh, all these all these things may be the part of their thesis. Okay, maybe some students are doing it, okay, or some professor who are doing research. Okay, so like this you can find a repository from different universities, and you can make use of this repository. uh, yeah, so I mean, there are a lot of stuffs going on in the academia, especially they have a um, good funding. Okay, so that is one way. And if you are a like a professor or like a teacher, what you can do is like you can make use of ROS framework and assign projects to the students. And Yeah, you can like start implementing some challenges for students. So other than um, line follower competition or some basic competition, you can create a simulation based challenge, and maybe using Python and C++ let them solve it. Okay, so these are the things I just need to mention about this. And so how to become a good ROS developer? So that is actually an important question. Even I am actually improving my skills. So the main problem is that ROS is actually a framework, right? That you all know, and the technology can go anytime. Okay, so you are seeing a lot of stuff coming every day, right? So the Isaac Sim, for example, Isaac Sim was pretty new, right? It was started in 2 3 years, and it is catching momentum, and there are a lot of requirement for Isaac Sim. So my suggestion is to keep on learning stuff and improve your portfolio, like any other tech that we are doing. This is the thing that we can do. Okay, keep on improving. And yeah, for ROS, I will say you have to improve your skills on more like C++ and Python, and treat ROS as a framework. Okay, ROS as a framework, and OpenCV, PCL, all these things are framework. And I'm saying to not to not to say like ROS is not important. It is important. For example, even if you have a good knowledge in C++ and Python, if the requirement is to implement everything in ROS, then your programming knowledge will be good, but other concept you have to learn by yourself, ROS concept. Okay, so knowing a framework, all this stuff will definitely help. Okay, so so becoming a ROS developer, I will say like focus more on the programming side as well, and start keep on learning ROS and all the other frame like OpenCV, then TensorFlow, PyTorch, all this stuff you can have a hands-on. So even if one technology goes, um, you can actually uh, change or switch into other domains. Okay, so yes, uh, so you can have a you can have a look on to the syllabus first that we have discussed, and we have a lot of materials in the repository. Okay, and just plan for some projects and start doing from now. So for the course, what I am doing is I am just concluding here, and what I am planning is that after completing some projects, if you are planning to do internship with me or some of the companies that I mentioned in the course page, I can talk to them. Okay, but before asking the opportunities, you should have some good portfolio. So that is what I am also saying. So some students are always already ask me for the internship, so I already given some internship for a few students, and already it's a paid internship, so already did that. and yeah, um, so they have the right skill. Okay, so that's what I have given. And so you can also ask, you can also consult with me regarding the internship opportunity, but make sure you have a good portfolio before trying with it. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to conclude the section. There is nothing much to discuss on this, just emphasizing on the project. And whenever you have a help regarding the internship, I can definitely help. The ROS to, I mean, the RDLP discussion group, all these group will be there active, and also the material, the video, everything will be there, like lifetime access will be there, so don't worry about it. So I understand that, like, we maybe I can take the repository. One second. Yeah, so if we take the RDLP thing, I think we uploaded the first lecture on 3 years back. Okay, 3 years back. uh, so when I started, what I thought was we can complete within like 1 or 1.5 year, but unfortunately it got extended, mainly because of our travel. Like, I actually took some intermittent breaks to get to travel, so that's why it got extended. So I'm apologizing for the delay cost. We can able to make it faster if I'm taking the class regularly, but there were a lot of breaks happen in between. I'm apologizing for that, and I think I have updated all the notes and all. You can find the tutorial up to the last lecture that we have discussed. As of now, for ROS 1 and ROS 2, we have uploaded about 122 lectures, which is almost having 1 hour or 1.5 hour. So mostly, like, we discuss about like 150, 160 hour of lecturing. Okay, I think that is not bad. Okay, that is also what I am planned for. And I hope you got some idea, like, how to migrate to ROS 2. And these are the companies that I have tied up with. The Accio Robotics is there, and High-Tech, Boatsing, Asimo, Orangewood, all these companies. So let me see, we can, I mean, if you are interested for the internship, we can plan that. Okay, so from now you can work on different projects. Okay, and you can share like the things in the RDLP discussion channel, or there is a specific channel for project discussion. I think ROS project ideas update. Yeah, you can, or like you can use this channel, the RDLP discussion channel itself. We can ask, no problem. Okay, so that is what, and these are the projects that they have done in ROS 2. You can check that, and check the GitHub, all this stuff. Okay. Okay, so now it's a time for question, guys. Like, let me know, like, if you have any doubts to proceed with, how to proceed uh, with the projects, or any other doubts regarding internship or anything. Let me know. I will be answering that. And if you have any further doubts, you can put it in the Discord. Okay. Any question, guys? Any questions?
Yeah, I thank you first of all, thank you, thank you for the
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
even
Hemant.
though as you said, it was some 3 years of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
planned course. Actually, for me, it was very useful because I was doing my PhD,
Okay, okay.
and right time, which I was able to learn the ROS because I'm coming from a control background.
Okay.
My area of research is model predictive control actually.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I was looking to apply the concept in robotics, but yeah, your course actually helped me a lot.
Okay.
So um, yeah. So back actually, I'm working on ROS one. I'm not started doing projects in ROS two.
Okay.
Working on, because that is what I was training for a lot of months. So I was working on that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just to say thank you. And yeah, I have a lot of doubts, lot of practical, because I actually implemented the control part in MATLAB.
Okay.
Then I transbridge to ROS, like that I have done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then now I'm learning the CPP, but I'm trying to implement NPC in CPP.
Okay.
I'm successful in that, but I am trying to implement that in ROS.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
I'm.
So actually, for ROS one, you will get the ROS one control template in GitHub. So actually, this is the control plugin, I think. Yeah. So it's actually easy to. This is a control boilerplate, Hari. So like as I mentioned, the control are like the controllers are like plugins. Okay, so we have to write it in a particular fashion. Okay, so 1 second. This is for the hardware interface. 1 second. Um, yeah, this is for the hardware interface. Maybe it will be better to check the ROS controller GitHub. So it is already having different controllers, existing controllers. 1 second. So you can use one template. Okay, this is for the ROS2 control. So maybe I can just show you the you can check the ROS controller. So you can find different controllers here. Okay, so you can take one controller as a template, and you can build, because in developing the controller there is a template actually, like we have discussed the plugins. So you have to write the code in that way. Like the template is actually easy, like maybe I can show you that a simple example. This is for the differential drive controller. So basically you can see here every controller will have a class. Okay, the controller is implementing inside a class, and which is inheriting from a base class called controller interface. Okay, this is the main part. So after inheriting, you can override a set of functions. Okay, like the functions like on init, on activate, on configure, on deactivate, on shutdown, and I think there is another function for update as well. So basically the controllers are loading at runtime. Okay, so when it loaded, these callbacks will be called. Okay, these functions will be called, and then once it got the what it got started, there will be an update function as well. So you can check some very basic controllers. See, this is the update function that I mentioned. So the update function is like an infinite while loop. So that is actually running the controller loop. Okay, this is actually constantly comparing. So just understand that there is a template for everything. So you can check for ROS controller template, and you can implement it. Okay, I will not say it is easy, because it needs some idea about the I mean there are some learning curve, but if you want to make it easy, I will say, like, take an example, build it, and try to load it, and then keep on adding stuff into it, and then check it. Okay, so that will be easy. Okay, so keep on learning things, Hari. So I think it is work for you. I mean, at least you can able to catch up most of the lectures. For others, I have the recorded session as well, so they can refer it anytime. Yes. Okay. So that's it, Harry, and everyone. So start doing the projects, and whenever you have any projects, let me know. I can also share it on my LinkedIn, and I can mention your credentials. That will be helpful for you to get more reach. Okay. Okay, so that's it, everyone, and I will be there in Discord, so you can ping me if you have any doubts. I will be responding based on my availability. Okay. Okay, Harry. Okay, everyone. Thanks for attending. So I will be uploading this session soon, today itself. And thanks for attending. Bye, everyone.